wish and hope and think, but
like it's a strong.
It's a strong. You know what? I will trade you my 16 for a stand-up comedy like joint. Like one of my life goals is to do like just a quick like 15, 30.
Mic night.
Yeah, I gotta be drunk though. Like I can't do it sober because like.
Can I have that courage?
It's not just that. It's like what I think is funny might not be funny to you. Yeah. But like because sometimes I think folks not even funny. It's the delivery that makes it funny. Yeah, and you just got to go in there with some like fuck it.
Listen, I've been to a comedy show that I fell asleep during.
Oh no!
Because I was like, this shit is not funny at all to me, and probably funny for other people, just not funny for me. And I ended up falling asleep.
It's funny you say that.
I don't think I've ever done that yet, but
let's introduce ourselves because there was a recent rapper artist, Burna Boy.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all heard about this, but he went out to a concert and there was a chick like in the front like 10, 15 rows sleep.
Damn.
And he like stopped his show and was like, yo, told his girl like, yo, take your girl home. Like she sleep during my performance. Like stop the whole production. Like what y'all think about that?
That's crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't have stopped the show. I just ignored the shit. Maybe she was drunk.
I was gonna say, was it
maybe
more
he
of
came
like
out late,
concerned that she was like incapacitated or
no, he was just being. I don't want to say like an asshole because if Burna Boy hear this, I hope he do. But
I mean, I saw him live before, and I mean, no one was asleep during that concert.
So she said that he came out late.
Okay.
And then on top of it, I guess someone in her life had just passed. So she had been like enduring a lot. So between like the stress of life and then him coming out late, she was kind of just like
overwhelmed.
Fell asleep.
I mean, I feel like she probably also was a little zooted. So.
Probably. She probably left that out in her Instagram post.
And I was like, that probably didn't help that, like, there wasn't more continuous action happening.
But you ain't finna wake her up? Like, when he come out?
She probably didn't even know that her friend was
asleep. Her friend might have tried her. I don't know, whatever. I know. I'm minding my business.
So y'all not acknowledging it if y'all the artist?
No, I'm not. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say, I think that's a little.
Listen, unless he was genuinely concerned for her health.
That's right. Like, hey, is she all right? Just let her ride.
That's
like, shut up and dribble, nigga.
That was an ego thing. That was an ego thing for him because, like, when you're an indie artist and there's shows sometimes when you barely have anybody there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously he's Burna Boy, so I'm pretty sure he had a shit ton of people there. But there's a lot of times where there's like barely any people there. And you just got to make the most out of the show. So it's like, I don't care if I'm performing for one person or 1,500 people.
Right.
I'm going to give that show my all. You know what I'm saying? Because it just is what it is. I'm not focused on the people who ain't paying attention. Like, I've had plenty of shows where, you know, it's not a lot of people, so people are spread out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure y'all been to different events where people are performing. There's people over here at the bar. There's people over here doing this. There's people over here talking, whatever.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot happening at one time.
Yeah, it just depends on the artist. Like me personally, as long as I got a wireless mic, I'm in everybody's face. Like if you're all the way at the bar, I walk all the way to the bar and I rap in your face.
Fire.
That's just me. I'm like, y'all don't want to come up to the front and participate. Cool, I'm gonna bring the show to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and it, you know, helps get people's attention.
Right.
Some people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. You know, so you just the show gotta go on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to trip. If I got 1,000 people there, whatever the case is, and one person is asleep, like, who cares?
Right. I got your money.
Right.
Like respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I got your
bread. Want to sleep there? That's what I heard. Like,
the ticket venue got their bread.
Yeah, like if you that focused, if you're that focused on somebody just sleeping, like that's just more of an ego thing than anything. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
For sure. Well, shit, my bad, y'all. We got off on a tangent early, but
oh no, that I didn't hear that, but I have heard like in the past of, I think it was either Travis Scott or it might have been A$AP Rocky. One of them, they had stopped the concert like mid-performance, but that's because someone got hurt
Wasn't that Travis Scott's thing?
I think so.
I thought it wasn't Travis Scott. Wasn't he the one that got in trouble for that?
He did, but didn't they say that he was stopping the show?
He was trying to stop the show
Oh.
to get security in the specific area of like all the stuff that was happening.
Because I think that was something they said like in his defense.
Yeah,
it was like, nah, he tried to stop or whatever.
They were trying to fully like put the blame on him, but I'm like, how do you put the blame on the performer when like you can't control the people in the crowd? Like that's their choices to do whatever they do in the crowd. Like,
I feel like that was on the venue. Like
yeah, I was like, I wouldn't have,
if you didn't hire enough security.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have charged
like
the
that.
artist at all. I would have totally went after the venue and security because
Facts.
that's what, like you said, like that's what security is for.
I came here to do my job.
Right, and y'all not doing yours.
I came to turn this bitch up. Y'all knew I was finna turn this bitch up, and
Right, and you know people can always be like easily agitated if there's drinking, smoking, all that stuff. Like people just forget where they at sometimes. But you know where I'm at? The secret location. You see that? Transition. But hey y'all, it's Tuesday. It's kind of chilly today though, so I hope y'all been bundling up because fall is getting out of here real quick.
meanwhile, I'm in shorts with ashy knees. Don't look. Don't look.
Oh,
We chilling.
look at the floor.
Hey yo, yeah, it's your boy Spence. We definitely here on another Tuesday. I'm losing my voice and got a cough, so don't mind me today. But we also got Connecticut's very own Hunni Ellis in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Hit her with the
In the building.
Hey,
Oop. There you go.
Yeah.
In the building, you know what I'm saying? Just dropped you said EP?
Nah, this is an album.
New album, just dropped a new album.
Actually, my first album.
First album.
Love
Yeah,
that.
all
Love
my
that.
other projects have been EPs. This is my first like full length album.
Yo, so I gotta tell you, right? I did a little last minute homework, as I usually do.
Okay. At least you
Creep
did some.
go hard.
Thank you very much. That's one of my joints. Like that's one of my joints.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you know, I can bust a little two step to this
I
one.
was listening to
Yeah,
it
Creep
earlier,
is funny
too.
because I had got the beat and then I wrote the verses like super fast and I could not figure out a hook to save my life. So one of my boys, he lives in Florida. I was like, yo, I said, can you hit up your boy Dave, the one that's actually on the hook? And I was like, yo, because he actually like writes hooks for people and shit like that, and he makes a lot of money ghostwriting for people.
We love that.
So I had and on top of him being like a phenomenal
Drake.
artist himself, he's a really phenomenal artist himself. So I had hit up my boy Carlos and I was like, yo, I said, can you hit up Dave? I said, because yo, I literally had the track for like a couple years, and I was like, I think I'm so stuck on it that I can't come up with nothing else. Like I'm drained on trying to get this hook. So I was like, can you hit up Dave and have him call me and maybe he can help me kind of like come up with something else.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I got you, no problem. Next thing you know, he sends me the record like done to my inbox, and then I'm listening to it and I said I wanted Dave to help me write something, so I was on the hook. I was like, but this is too fire. Like I was like, I can't even I said, this is just gonna stay like this, and he was like, yeah, you can't take him off that hook. I was like, nah. I said, as soon as I heard it, I was like, well, this is the record. So I was like, yo, is this the final? He was like, I'm gonna tweak it a little bit more, whatever. I was like, all right. He sent me the final. I put it out right away.
How do you sit on something for years and just like not
Childish.
not like I guess give up on it, let it go, force it out?
You just, and that I feel like that's a problem with a lot of artists. They force too much stuff. Like, I've seen a lot of artists where, now, it's become this thing to brag about, oh, I don't write my lyrics and whatever. And like, for me, I couldn't care less if it takes me 5 years to finish a record, if it takes me 1 week to do the record, if I'm able to write it right then and there that day in the studio. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I gotta feel confident in it, and I gotta feel like I know I have this thing where I know like the record is done. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a lot of records that have sat for a long time because I'll do them. I might go back and be like, it's fire, but it's missing something, or it's dope, but this ain't it right now. Like I feel like it could be a little stronger, you know. And it's a gift and a curse because it's like there is times where I do sit on records for just too long when they've been ready. Like I got a couple still in the chamber right now that should have got released like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm just more like I just prefer taking my time with stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I like to make sure that when I put it on the track, it's like the best that I could give it. You know, I don't like just putting out some mediocre ass bars or whatever, you know. So that's
it's funny to your point. Like rappers who now come out and say that they don't write down their raps. It's really just biting off of Jay-Z. Like, because when he came out and said that, they're like, I don't do that either. Like, okay, like, let's be serious here. Like, there's only like a few minds in this world that could genuinely just not write down their raps.
Yeah, and I
full
mean, like,
songs.
And that shit is tough. Like I've done like, cause I have a setup in my house. So what I do is like I'll put the beat on, and this is different now over the last few years, like from the way I used to write. Personally, I don't like writing at the studio around everybody else. Like I need to be by myself in my own space, whether it's in my car, whether, you know, if I'm in a hotel room or if I'm at home, whatever. Like I like to be in my own space by myself and just write. I don't like having mad people around me when I'm working on music. That's just how I've always been. So, you know, like the way some people, I've been in the studio with some people where they're just not, you know, they'll knock their shit out, but and they're not writing it down, but they gotta do like take after take because they're messing up or whatever the case is. Me, I write my shit, I perfect it, and when I go to record it, I'm in and out in one take. If I do
one take, shorty.
If I do a second take, it's because maybe I'm like, oh, you know what? I feel like I could just deliver it better. You know what I mean? But or if there's like a certain way I say something that I need to get punched in for, that's different. But usually when I'm in the studio, like I'm able to be in and out.
That's fire.
I was like, that's impressive. But
you pay for studio time. Like,
I was gonna say, like, you're prepared, like you're being efficient.
I just feel like if it's $60 an hour for studio time, I'm trying to only spend $60. Like, you know what I'm like
that's
some
real.
People will lock out the studio. Some
said
people will lock out the studio for a whole night or whatever, and it's like y'all in there smoking weed, y'all in there drinking, you got people coming over. Or whatever the case is, and it's like it turns into like a hangout spot. Yeah. And you're just paying all this money
to hang out
for people to just kind of chill, drink, smoke weed, whatever the case is. Like, yo, I came to just get this work in and go.
And then go to the club after.
Right. We can do that somewhere else.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't mind chilling when I'm not paying for it. Like, if I book an hour.
Like, yo, studio
like,
time.
if I book like 2 hours and mad people come and the people don't mind, like, oh, you know, all these people here, whatever, cool, we can chill, but I'm only getting charged for those 2 hours.
She said,
that's
hour
all
55, get out.
It was 2 hours.
She was like, there was no recording past 8 p.m. Right. Why am I being charged?
Right. I'm very big on that. So.
Nah, that's facts. So, transitioning into the question of the day. It's 2025, about to be 2026, right? We all some grown adults. We got grown responsibilities. We've had probably diverse upbringings amongst the, you know, the four of us. So, in today's day and age, what do you think your identity is? And where do you think it came from? What the hell? Why are you laughing?
I'm just so immature because I just immediately, when you said what's your identity, I just immediately thought they them she like on some just fully childish, inappropriate. Like I ain't even gonna give this question the time of day. No, I know. I know.
I was like, wait a minute, that's called something.
No, but you know, people be like, I identify as, and I just don't mind me. It's been
zebra.
Like,
I like the
there's
shirts.
Like a fairy community and all that. You know.
See,
I don't know if there's a zebra community.
I'm sure there is.
There is probably.
I don't even know.
Aren't they just called furries?
I know there's mer people.
Yeah.
What's that?
Mermaids. People that dress up like mermaids and they swim in tanks and.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Wait, they got like oxygen or something? Like,
no, they be coming up for air. But
they gotta come up for air, but
they're not the real thing. Stay in the bed 24 hours.
Working on their breath control and all that.
But the thing is, people pay for that, like at parties and stuff. That's a crazy part.
Them be the same people in the studios wasting 6 hours and recorded one song.
Nah, real shit though. People are into like a lot of wild shit. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen that show Caught in the Act, Double Life with Tamar Braxton.
No.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yo, it's on MTV. So I always would watch the one with Tammy Roman, the Caught in the Act Unfaithful, because I think those shits are so funny.
Yeah.
Like when people get caught out cheating and all that, I think it's hilarious. So me and my husband be watching them and we be cracking up watching that shit. So then when that season finished, they had the new one, like Double Life, and I didn't watch it at first. Then I think it like came on after like something else I was watching late night. And whatever the episode, I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I went back and started watching all the episodes for the season.
That's how it start.
But they had one where the secret life that the dude, it was a dude in a gay relationship. His boyfriend, I don't really know how you classify everything because it was his boyfriend, but he dressed like a woman. So whatever, either way, old girl went to the show and was like, you know, money keeps disappearing from my checking account and XYZ, and he's doing this and he's doing that, he's hiding something, whatever. So long story short, when they figure out what he's hiding, he was hiding that he was a part of a mermaid community, and the money
going towards
that he was taking was he was putting a down payment. He used her money to put a down payment on a surgery to get his body shaped more out like a mermaid's body.
They do that. They'll like have like ribs removed.
Yeah,
and,
it's like the actual thing.
Stuff.
You can go to a plastic surgeon and you can tell them.
Which I don't think plastic surgeons
silhouette.
should be signing on that at all. Cause like,
why? If somebody come to you with a bag,
why? No, because why are you removing functional body parts that don't need to be removed?
So I could give you a BBL, but I can't make you look like a mermaid.
My thing.
I mean, I don't even really believe in those.
Do what you want. It's your body, right? Why are you taking my money though?
That
I'm missing the point.
Like you used my money to pay for this dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We was gonna get there. I was gonna get there next, but I'm just like,
nah. That show it's entertaining when you see like what they're hiding. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Because it's been some wild shit. One chick was hiding that she was in a community. I forgot what the initials were, what it was called, but the chick was hiding that she was in a community where they are adult babies. So she would wear a diaper. She was a grown-ass adult, like 40-something years old. She would wear a diaper. She would have little tea parties with her fake dolls. Whatever, somebody would change, like another adult would change her diaper.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it was like a whole.
Ooh, child.
But that was like it. When the therapist was talking, it was like a psychological thing where, because they had like a really messed up upbringing. So it was one of those things where it was like in her mind she was reverting to wanting to be a child and have like a childhood that she didn't get to have because she had to grow up so fast. I don't know.
Damn.
I'm not wearing a diaper and going on yourself and having another person change you. Is wild.
Yeah.
That
is. But it's an entertaining show. If y'all looking for something to just watch,
I might. You might have piqued my interest.
I was like, I might have to tune back in.
There's a bunch of stuff on there that I'm telling you. Every time me and my husband watch, we was like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Well, shit. Let's pause this real quick and then get back to the question of the day because we ain't gonna answer that in 2 minutes.
Being an adult wearing a diaper, using the bathroom on yourself is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little.
And letting somebody change you.
Yeah, so it was funny because like as
they just on their back.
It was funny because as the episode was going on and they like caught her with doing the stuff. They didn't realize somebody like they saw her in the diaper, but they didn't know somebody was like changing her diaper, and then she's talking with her sister and the because it was her sister that brought her on, so she's talking with her sister and the therapist and all that, and then she was like, she's like, it's just something about letting somebody change my diaper, and I was like, oh,
just saying it real casual.
I was like, yo, hold up, we thought she was just having tea parties and shit. With these dolls wearing a diaper, and the way she just said it, like, somebody take care of me and change my diaper. I was like,
I feel like I would have more questions for the person doing the changing, because I'm like, How did you agree to that?
Well, so it's a community, and it's people that they actually all hang out together that they like that stuff. So
I see.
I'm assuming it was just somebody else
okay.
who was part of the community who was like, "Oh, you be the baby today, and I'll be the adult."
Rock, paper, scissors for being the baby.
I don't know.
Nah, that's nasty work. But yeah,
I try not to judge, but I judge them.
He's like, they're getting judged.
Mer people, y'all good. Baby people, nah.
The baby people, I have a question.
Yo, there was one episode. Oh boy, this chick thought that her man was homeless. Like she thought the nigga was homeless. She even was like,
and he was like a millionaire, right?
You seen that?
Yes, that one I saw.
He wasn't a millionaire.
Yeah,
he wasn't a millionaire,
like,
but he had bread.
Yeah.
She moved him into her crib and everything.
Had her stressed.
She
was just like. Just acting like he couldn't afford nothing.
Yo,
she worked at like 2-3 jobs.
Yo, mind you, she worked as like a homeless advocate. Like that was her job, where she literally was going out and doing outreach for homeless people and all that. So she had knew him from like before. Mm-hmm. She runs into him on the street panhandling, and then they connect, whatever. She takes him in, all this shit, and then she's like, "Yeah, something's going on, something not right, whatever." So they follow him. This motherfucker's dressed regular. He takes an Uber to like a gas station, comes out the gas station with like a blazer with no shirt, no shoes on, whatever. He has a sign and he goes and sits at a corner.
Those are the type of people that be scamming us homeless people.
And then he told, so that when his girl confronted him and all that, he's like, I make people feel good. People feel good. And he's like, cause she even got him a job and everything. He's like, I can't go back to a regular job. I make $8,000 a month panhandling. I'm like, $8,000 a month.
God, tax free.
That's nasty work.
And then when they followed him, he went back into a townhouse, like a nice ass fucking townhouse that he already had prior to all that shit.
That poor lady.
She stayed with him too.
Hey, she said $8,000 a month.
He probably make more money than she.
Right, $8,000 a month.
He probably make double.
She said, "Teach me your ways. We can make 16."
Right,
we could scam together.
So Spencer, remind us your question.
What's your identity?
Yeah, what's your identity? Where you think it came from?
Not pronouns.
For me, you coming for me?
Clock it.
I just wanted to make sure you had clarity.
No, I got it. I got it.
I'm about to start using that. I just want to make sure you have clarity.
So for me, I think my identity, and this is gonna be like a really.
Are we back on?
Yeah, we good.
Oh, okay. I didn't tell me I took my headphones.
Oh, my bad.
Right. Yeah, when he came back, we was right.
I just been talking bullshit.
Nah, you good.
Yeah,
you entertainment.
I'm like, where's the R and the L? So I make sure I put them on the right side.
My answer gonna be super cliche, but aside from anything, I think my parents are like the foundation of my identity, both good and bad. And even I think to this day, I'm still learning from my parents of like, hey, I see you in this light. Sometimes these are things I do want to do, but these are also things that I don't want to do, because as a kid, in your eyes, most of the time, like, even if something didn't make sense, we glorify our parents. Mm-hmm. So in my eyes, they could do no wrong. Whereas now as an adult, I could look and be like, nah, that's fucked up.
Wrong. Wrong.
So
as a kid, I knew my parents was doing wrong, but as an adult, I'm like,
you can really say something.
Sometimes,
yeah.
I still don't curse in front of my mom and dad.
Oh, God bless you.
I do not curse in front of my mom and dad.
Yeah, I be catching myself if I curse in front of my mom.
Miss
Be like,
Davis.
oops, I'm so sorry, mama.
No, I said shit in front of my mom recently, and she was like, Nikki.
She's like, I'm clutching my pearls.
Mind you, please understand, my mother has one of the dirtiest mouths I've ever had. But it's just like, and it's the same thing with my mom. Like, she don't curse in front of her parents. Well, my grandfather's passed, but she never cursed in front of her dad. She don't curse in front of her mom. It's just, I feel like it's just like a respect thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So.
Gotta keep it classy in front of the parents.
You feel like a bad son.
I'm screaming.
Nah, some parents are okay. Like, one of my aunt that lives right downstairs from me, my cousin, he be in there cursing up a whole storm, and she don't care. Like, I think it's just.
Yeah,
just,
one of my
I think my mom and dad always
kind
of had like they always put that little fear in me. So like even as an adult.
It's still there.
It's still there. It still lingers a little.
Trauma.
Where's y'all identity come from?
I feel like with me, identity is like forever kind of evolving thing, you know, because obviously who I was as a kid is not who I was as a teen, who I was as a young adult, who I am now as like a mom and a wife and all of that, you know. So I think it definitely changes as you get older. I feel like there are certain things that are like core for you. Like for me, like I've been doing music since I was 8 years old, so it don't matter how old I am, like music is part of my core, my foundation, like part of my identity, you know. But obviously now I'm also a mother, I'm also a wife, you know what I'm saying? So it's like those are other things that play a big part in who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying? So I think your identity really has a lot to do with like your surroundings, but it just has to do mostly with like what you believe in for yourself, what you feel for yourself, outside of all the extra outside noise and, you know, the extra outside influence and everything. Is just really like who you are for you, you know? But obviously, like I said, like that changes as you get older.
And whichever hat you're putting on too.
Yeah, and it's all part of your identity. You know, like at the end of the day, I'm not just a mother and I'm not just a wife and I'm not just a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a combination of all three and many more things. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, I know where my heart is, and I think that's what leads your identity. You know what I'm saying? Is wherever your heart is.
That was fire. I do agree too with that. Like, I think for me, I can't just like say like I'm one thing or identify as one thing, because all the things that I've endured or experienced that makes like who I am today. So it's like I can't really leave one thing out or only talk about one side without talking about all the things. So I think even just asking people on a regular, like, oh, like, what shaped you, or like, how'd you get here today, or even our infamous question of just like, how'd you get here? I think you have to look at both the good and the bad and how that shaped you and take those learning lessons from that. So I don't want to fully say like my identity, I guess yes, it technically started from my parents, but even then I'm just like, I knew from a very young age there's a lot of things that like one of my parents just didn't do right, and my other parent did the best that they could. So I did reach that stage, I feel like, very early in life of having to reteach and unlearn to relearn a lot of things. And I think that's always like a constant thing that's always going to be happening, because it's very easy to fall into habits, even if you don't think it's a habit or know it's a habit, because you're just comfortable. It's something that you innately always go back to, but it doesn't mean that you can't change or you can identify as something different if you want to be something different as well. So if you're out there struggling with your identity,
become a mermaid.
You could do this. You could do this.
You absolutely could.
You could be whatever you want to be.
Spencer, your identity?
My identity.
I'm Batman, and y'all don't know it.
Facts.
You Batman.
Nah, I mean, y'all are some reflective mofos. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like, that's what I was thinking about when I first thought of the question. But yeah, I mean, being the youngest in my family of, 3 direct, and then I have a half sister I've met like twice in my life. My mom's one of 14, so like there was huge family parties.
It is really crazy how these generations have changed. Like,
right?
Yeah, they just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah, because inflation going up and up and up.
Listen, I have 4 kids. It is not cheap.
Yeah, I'm okay then, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, no, my mom being one of 14, and it's split 7 and 7.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
that's impressive to have it evenly split too.
That's impressive to have 14 kids.
14.
And you like all of them?
Probably not.
Do you feel me?
I was like, I don't think so.
I'm a mama for it. There's sometimes where I'm like, why are you like this? Like,
It's because you made me this way.
I didn't teach you
my
that
identity.
Right.
It's like, just do
Badass
better.
kids in school. But yeah, so I've always been very observant of everything around me. Like holiday parties would be at the crib. My mom, so watching Thanksgiving, this is like when I realized we the new adults of the generations, like you like throwing parties and like having guests and whatnot. My mom for Thanksgiving, I'd watch this woman season, marinate, and cook for a week for people to just come over for a weekend and just like have a great time.
Yeah, my mom used to do the same.
It's funny because we like normally I would do like a cookout or something real big in the summer, and I'm talking to Lex and I'm like, why are we gonna spend $300-$400 for people to come to our house? And granted, like people be contributing shit.
You could do that with like 3 people.
I could do that with a large pizza and some Hot Pockets.
So, like now being an adult looking at it, I'm just like, yo, my parents used to spend
go hard
just
to entertain.
No, but
my mom
hold on. You got to think about it. Shit was a lot cheaper back then,
right?
Than what it is now.
That is also very true.
But shit is expensive. So boom, last September, it was mine and my husband's 10-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. So it was our 10-year wedding anniversary, September 19th, 2024, which originally I wanted us to do a vow renewal and have a real ceremony because me and my husband got married at the courthouse. So my family didn't really care, but his family was pretty upset about it. You know, so we always said, like, at some point we'll do like a vow renewal, we'll do like a real ceremony. I ended up finding out I was pregnant with my daughter, so I was like, okay, well, we're not gonna do that because like if we have a vow renewal, like I want to be able to drink and enjoy it,
right.
I don't want to risk being sick or tired or whatever. So I ended up saying I still want to do something, so I said, yo, let's have like a big ass cookout and just invite everybody, your side, my side, all the friends. Let's invite everybody. So that's what we did. But see, when we got married, we didn't plan our shit right because we got married 2 days before our son's birthday, our oldest son's birthday. So our thing was Thursday. My son's birthday was Saturday, which was the same day that we was going to do the party. So I was like, you know what? We're going to combine it. Whatever. I ended up finding out like, oh, you're going to get your results for the gender. So I was like, well, we're going to do a gender reveal / anniversary /
birthday party.
Birthday party.
Wait, so anybody else need something to celebrate?
Right. We're just gonna celebrate life.
At the end of the day, everybody was gonna be there already. So
I mean, shit.
Why not? So we literally had a table with like gender reveal games and like a cake. No, not the cake for the gender reveal. We had gender reveal games, then we had a table with an anniversary cake, then a table with all my son's stuff, with all his presents, birthday cake, piñata, all that stuff. So, but even with that, like, boom, I got all my family to cook. So
that's what I do now.
So yeah. So like my mom made something, each of my aunts made something. My husband's baked mac and cheese is phenomenal.
Can we try next time he makes some?
Yo, I'm gonna invite you to the next party.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'm gonna invite you to the next party.
All right, bet. I'm in there.
So everybody cooked, but we still bought stuff like on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's still certain things that you need. So, and then I ordered like a couple wing platters, and I ordered those big grinders from because we had a lot of people come. Yeah. So I was so nervous that we weren't gonna have enough food. I ordered like extra shit, and then but yeah, like I wanted that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Even with mad people contributing, like my mom helped a lot, my dad helped a lot of people cooked. Whatever, me and my husband still spent
some bread,
like $700 alone on our shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, some of my husband's family was able to come because they're from Jersey, so some of his family was able to come, and his sister had bought like my son's birthday cake and like the ice cream or whatever. But like still, like I said, the stuff that me and my husband paid for, we still spent like $700,
not including the time.
I guess. Aside from entertainment, like you telling this story 10 years later, and I think that's why I like entertaining and hosting so much, because at the end of the day, like we gonna remember Spencer breaking the TV on Super Bowl Sunday this past year. My bad, I didn't mean to bring it up. Him. But
why'd you do that? Was your team moving?
It was an accident.
Oh.
But
were you so angry your team moved?
Were you so angry?
You making this up? Like,
no, I'm asking.
Me?
You broke the TV?
I broke the TV.
Spencer, you knew you broke the TV.
He broke
when you hit it. Remember, we were.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You made it sound like I broke it while we were watching.
No.
Yes,
you had me puzzled. Like, did I say something wrong?
He was asking you, like, did you break it because you were?
Yeah, angry? I was like,
oh no, it was an accident.
The Eagles won. Like, what was
it was an accident, but
AGL.
Here's the full story. His girl was moving, right? Okay. She's moving from other place over here. We're carrying the TV in.
A 65-inch.
A 65-inch TV. So the corner of it hit the thing. We were just like, damn.
Oh, so it wasn't like that TV.
No.
Okay, that's
but
a different story.
As you were talking about it, I was like, I was sitting right here. I was watching. I was like, when did I break the TV?
Yeah, but I say all that to say, I mean, being a little smart ass, but like, we will forever cultivate those memories, like those energy. You know, your kids are gonna grow up being like, damn, I remember the time both families got together. I remember, you know what I mean? And that's part of like money aside, because money always gonna come back.
Yeah.
But you could, those times are not. And that's why I like hosting, and I have people over here probably too damn much, but we have a good time. You know what I mean?
Listen, when I have more space, like the space that I would like to have, I will have people over all the time. Like that's me. Like, so growing up, my grandmother's house was that house that was like every Sunday. So if it was your birthday, we like every Sunday was when we celebrated stuff. So whether your birthday fell on Sunday, if it fell on Monday, it was the next Sunday. Like, we never celebrated anything beforehand. You had to wait until it was...
You Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Y'all celebrate life different.
Like,
because if your birthday's on a Sunday, on a Monday, you want to celebrate.
Nah, you know what it is? Like, a lot of my closest friends are Puerto Rican, but y'all celebrate anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have to.
See?
Yeah.
I was like, they the definition of like, you just celebrate life.
The baby 6 weeks, we turned it. Like, I'm telling you. And I love it because I get invited.
A lot of Hispanics will use any reason to drink. Like right now, I'm on a podcast. Any reason to drink this spicy ass tequila. But
listen, if anybody want to sponsor us and give us some better tequila next time, my bad.
Terramana or Casamigos.
Period.
Or Luna Azul is also
okay. If any we gonna tag y'all.
I'm not gonna lie, I got put on a Luna Azul because that's the tequila that Chili's be using in their $6 monthly marks.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So me and my husband, we started trying to like recreate those $6 marks.
Yep.
So we would go home and like,
I love that.
And I'm like, they use this Luna Azul on everything.
Yeah.
And that should be cheap for like a decent sized bottle. It's just like $16.
Oh, that's not bad.
The Casamigos for the same size, like $40.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say I made me a blueberry lemonade sidecar sangria for my friend's giving last weekend, and I was like, add bartender to the resume. But
so speaking of identity, right? Before we hop into the album, you change your name, right?
Yeah.
And when I first met you, what were you on the podcast like? 3-4 years ago?
It was a while ago.
It might have been during COVID or like right after COVID.
It was
a while ago. But I initially met you as Hunni, but now you're Hunni Ellis, right?
Right.
So speaking of identity or even just brand change, who is Hunni Ellis, and explain the name change?
So it's funny because when I was doing interviews as just Hunni, and people would be like, "Who is Hunni?" and I'd be like, "Hunni's that bitch."
Ooh.
Like that was.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
That was literally what I said every time I got asked. So Hunni Ellis is still that bitch. She's just more of Nikki Ellis mixed with the Hunni. Like, I feel like when I was going by Hunni, that was more so of like the alter ego, and I felt like my music had to keep representing a certain identity. You know what I'm saying? With that. And then, when I got out of my contract and I was like, all right, so what am I going to do now? I didn't want to completely step away from Hunni, but I wanted to get back to me.
Yeah.
So I decided to add my last name, which is Ellis, Hunni Ellis. And we talked about this off camera, but I was mentioning also that, there was a lot of female artists that were using the name Hunni. So I'm sitting there, I would go on my Spotify or go on my Apple page, and I got songs on there that aren't me.
Right.
So it's like so and so featuring Hunni, or Hunni featuring, and it's or like it was just stupid stuff with all these things that was popping up on my music pages that wasn't me. So I'm like,
you gotta stand out,
right? Like I gotta do something different because I claim these pages already, and because I claim these artist profiles already. Anytime somebody types that name in that way and spells it the way I spell it, it's gonna pull up under my stuff. And I had people like in the music industry hitting me up like, yo, what is this record and what is that record? And I'm like, yo, that's not me. So I, when it was time for me to like make a change, I was like, you know what, I want to be able to, because I felt like when I was just going by Hunni, because of the situation that I was in associated with that rebranding, I just felt like I always had to be that. Like I couldn't do an interview right now without nails on and in a dad hat and you know what I'm saying, in a hoodie and be chilling. Like I would have had to be here with my wig on and
right.
Whatever. Like Hunni Ellis is still like, yo, I'm in grind mode right now. I ain't got no nails on and I'm not doing a wig. I'm not doing braids. I'm chilling right now. I'm in grind mode and I'm on a hustle right now and I'm laying low. So this is me laying low. Like I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Fuck with it.
So this is more of my identity is me.
Is Ellis your maiden name or your current?
No, it's my married name.
Ooh.
It's my married name. And I decided to rock with my married name because we are till death do us part. And even on some real shit, I always said, like, even if me and my husband, we've been together 13 years. Like, we ain't going nowhere.
Married 10 is real.
Yeah. Well, no. Now we've been married 11. When we had the cookout, we was married 10. It was our 10-year anniversary, so it was like a big thing.
That's dope.
We had 11 years married, now 13 years together. So we ain't going nowhere. We locked in. But I always said, like, even if, God forbid, some reason we got divorced, like, I wouldn't change my last name back to my maiden name because that's the name I share with my kids. And I would keep that. So
I fuck with that.
Okay.
So you created this alter ego, right? What was behind creating the alter ego? Was it you trying to become someone else? Was it you trying to like, I didn't want to be Nikki? Like, what was with creating the alter ego? And there's a second part to that question.
So originally, I was very resistant to the rebrand. So prior to going by Hunni, I was using my real name, Nikki Ellis. That was my artist name, my real name, everything, because I was giving you the real in my music. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if I'm talking real and I'm talking from me, it just needs to be me, like all the way around. So when I got signed to an indie label. The head of the label wanted to rebrand off of advice that he got from connects that he had in the industry, and it was like, breaking a female artist is really hard. So if she already has XYZ going on as this, you might want to rebrand and break her as like a brand new artist. So that was the plan, and I was very resistant to it. Like when I tell you, we was in LA having this conversation, and I was like, absolutely not. I called my husband like in tears, and I'm like, babe, they want me to do XYZ, da-da-da. He's like, yo, but it's your dream, right? And he was like, do what you gotta do. He said, do what the fuck you gotta do. Make your dream become what your dream is, and then you do what the fuck you want. He said, yo, look at fucking Kendrick Lamar. This nigga's Kung Fu Kenny right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got put on, because remember, he was K-Dot. Then he switches to Kendrick Lamar. He got put on. Nigga does whatever the fuck he wants. You got J. Cole. J. Cole was the therapist originally. Changed it to J. Cole. Got put on, and now J. Cole doesn't even have a car. He rides around on his bike. Like he does whatever he wants.
Really,
I love that shit.
He wants.
You know what I'm saying? So my husband was just like, yo, you can change the persona without giving yourself up. Like he was like, you just gotta figure that out. He was like, but if this is what it is that's gonna do it, then you go ahead and fucking do it.
Like you're still that constant no matter what happens.
And that's where you go back to like that core identity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like my first EP, Dark Past Bright Future, a lot of that is like, even though it was like, okay, like, yo, so and so wrote this hook for you, so and so wrote this hook, so it's like, okay, cool, the hooks might have been written, but they wrote those off of who I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, in the song Gotta Stunt, I go, and that's off the first EP, I'm like, up at 4 cardio. What I said? I said, up at 4 cardio, lunch is packed, dinner cooked, something like that. Because at the time, I was going to school in New York, but I'm living out here in Connecticut. And I had 2 kids. So I was literally waking up at 4 o'clock, I was working out. Then once I was done with my workout, I would cook dinner, pack it up, all that. So this way, while I was in school, like, and my husband got home from work with the kids, he could just warm dinner up.
Yep.
Wow.
And I think I said like egg and cheese, kids are straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I gotta hit the book, something like that. So, cause I would then I'm like making breakfast. I was literally getting up, working out, cooking dinner, making breakfast, getting the kids off to school, all of that, and then driving to New York every day to go to school, and then driving back at night to come home and do it all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's some nights where I get home at 9 o'clock or whatever, and I'd be able to go to sleep. Other nights I got a project to work on, so I'm not going to bed until midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, still waking up at 4 a.m. to go do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, even though other people might have wrote it or whatever to help the process just kind of speed up, it was still my life.
Yeah, it's still your truth.
Right, it was still me. But then it was like, okay, we just gonna add the fur coat and the wigs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
build that identity.
Right, exactly.
So in the album titled Love and Truth, the first song, right? Also called Love and Truth.
Yep.
You had a bar, and I'm gonna try not to butcher it, but you said something about hiding my mental health, ashamed of myself, something along those lines. So you start hitting on mental health, which is a huge component, you know, in society today.
Yeah.
So why did you feel that you had to hide your mental health and now feel comfortable enough to like speak on that through your music?
So yeah, that record alone, Love and Truth, is like probably the most vulnerable record I've ever done, because I'm so honest about my life in that. But yeah, I said hiding my mental health, so embarrassed of myself. And I said, you know, I talked about like imagine. I said I thought that I was crazy, so imagine y'all judgment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I knew what I was going through wasn't okay, but like, you know, I love my mom, I love my dad, whatever, but they had their own shit they was going through too. You know what I'm saying? That they, you know, old school Puerto Ricans, they ain't gonna admit to that shit. But you know, like I, as an adult, I'm like, yo, y'all need some help too.
Y'all human too.
But you know, so going through those things as a kid and then not having anybody to talk to, where it's like, I know that what I'm doing is wild. Like, I know I'm wilding right now. And it's like, I don't have nobody to talk to or whatever. So it was just like keeping all those things buried. And then as you become an adult, they still keep coming out when you get angry or whatever, because you've never learned how to deal with your fucking anger. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with certain things that was happening as I became an adult, that it's like, when I'm angry, I'm like, yo, I'm leaving that part out of the story or whatever, because I'm like, yo, people gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that I just had to learn, like, I learned down the line to like, yo, I have to, like what you were saying earlier, you have to unlearn certain things and then relearn certain things. So as I started relearning better ways to be, I was like, yo, that's still a part of me. That's still things that I went through that helped shape who I am now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was like when I decided to do that record, I was like, yo, I got to just kind of talk about it all. You know?
Yeah. Each song, I was listening to it today at work. And yeah, it's like each song had its own individual story, but you can see like holistically, like you're painting an entire picture of like, this is me.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, everything else in between. I would say, what song did I feel like?
One song came in hot. I was in the group chat. I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking about a lot right now. She said I was 18. I can't rap it, but I remember what you were saying.
That's Love and Truth. Oh, wait. Love and Truth or Mommy Loves You?
Love and Truth.
Okay, that's the first one.
Oh, yeah.
He was going crazy. I was like, yo.
I think so
I
far.
need a deep breath.
I would say Crazy Fantasies.
Fantasies is my shit.
I was like that one went hard for me. I was like, I wish I wrote it down, but you had one line in that song that when I was listening to it and I was like on my computer at work, I was like, bar. And I was like going back to work, typing on my computer. I was like, another bar.
But you just hit on it, right? And
look at the lyrics.
And Urban Magazine said it as well, that this is your most vulnerable work to date, and you just said it as well. What about where you are in life or this project allowed you to feel like now's the time to like speak some vulnerability?
So this album is actually like kind of like a culmination of a lot of records over the years. So like Mommy Loves You was done years ago, like maybe 2018. Mommy Loves You was done. Crazy Fantasies, that's another record that's been done for years.
Right.
Good Love, that's another record that's been done for years. Like, you know, a lot of these records, like the newer records over the last year, like specifically for this project, was the intro, Love and Truth, Late Night Drive, The Fallout, that was like over the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like those were the like kind of more recent ones. But Love and Truth was really like a culmination of like, yo, all these records that it was like I had really something to say or like a story to tell. This is like where it's all gonna go right now into this one project. You know what I'm saying?
It's time.
Yeah, like it's time to kind of put it all out there. And you know, I just felt like that title alone, Love and Truth. Like Love and Truth was something that I just wanted to do. When I first did the photo shoot where the cover photo is
you was
from,
telling us,
it just came out like Love and Truth, and I was like, yo, that shit is fire, like Love and Truth, you know. And I actually I've been working on a book actually that I'm gonna call Love and Truth. It's still in the works. I'm still working on it, you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be called Love and Truth.
Is it a like a memoir? Is it what kind of book?
It's not necessarily a memoir, but it's more so it's like a mix between a memoir and a self-help.
Okay.
So it's kind of like where I'm like talking about the lessons that I've learned throughout life, that kind of like shit that I realized. But at the end of the day, between all my life experiences and things I've read, things I've heard, lectures I've been to, things like that, whatever, I really realized like, yo, everything really comes down to two things: love and truth. Like if you're not, how you gonna ever love yourself if you're not honest with yourself?
You dropping bars.
Like
just
real
like
talk.
no,
that's valid.
Think about it. If you can't look in the mirror and keep it 1,000 with yourself, you can't really love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else right.
Right.
If you don't love yourself right, you can't love nobody else right.
Well, let me pack my bags up and go.
And if you can't keep it real with yourself, how you gonna keep it real with anybody else?
Right.
Clock it.
Yeah. Is it easier, y'all think, to keep it real with yourself or keep it real with other people?
Yourself.
Other people.
It should be both.
Well, it should be. But it should be. But
hold up, it should be both. But I feel like it's easier for people to keep it real with other people.
Same.
Before they could keep it real with themselves.
Really?
Because you can hold other people accountable.
I could sit there and see
Not
my
even that.
homegirl. I could see my homegirl fucking up, right? And I could tell her like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying?
That's not
and
right.
I could be like, yo, you fucking up, whatever. But I could do the same exact thing that she's doing. Like, let's keep it real. We all got homegirls that are in terrible relationships. Everybody,
Talk about it.
hold up. Everybody's had a homegirl, whether you're a dude or a female, you had a homegirl that's in a shitty ass relationship, right?
Yeah.
And you'll sit there and tell them like, bitch, this motherfucker done cheated on you, X, Y, Z, da 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 da. Then you get in a relationship.
Do the same shit.
Where you done got cheated on and took a boy back and whatever. But it's like, I'm real quick to tell old girl, nah, you need to leave him XYZ, but I'm not leaving this one.
But he loves me.
That's I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
I feel like we've all been in a situation where, not even relationship wise, just anything in life, where it's a lot easier for you to look at somebody else fucking up and you tell them like, yo, you fucking up.
Yeah.
But it's hard for you to tell yourself that you fucking
hypocrisy
up.
takes all forms, in my opinion. Like 1,000%. Like it's easier for you to be able to acknowledge someone else's faults, even if you're doing them yourself, than to look back at yourself and be like, oh, because then, you know, that's when justification comes in. You're like, oh, I did X, Y, and Z because of this, or, you know, they said that, so I was like, okay, we'll work it out. When it's like, no, they gonna say the same thing to you again tomorrow or next week, and it's just gonna be that constant cycle. So yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's easier for people to check someone else than it is to check themselves, because also too, not everybody's also comfortable with hearing those constructive criticisms or feedback from other people as well too, if they're not ready for that. So, and then a lot of times too, depending on who you're dealing with, like, you become the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like people, that's where it becomes hard to tell people the truth. Like, people that you love, because you know, like, yo, if I keep it real with so-and-so, they don't get
like,
too
keep
defensive.
it 1,000, they gonna look at me fucked up, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
Right.
It's like a situation where it's like, oh, I was here and I literally saw with my own 2 eyes, took a picture and everything, sent it to you of your man with another chick, kissing another chick or something.
Oh my God.
Not saying that I've been in that situation, but I'm just saying, like,
oh no, you had me believing it.
I was like, I'm clutching my pearls.
No, I'm trying to paint the picture.
Okay, you doing a good job.
How true it could be.
Right. Like it's in your face.
Where I'm like, oh, I was at lunch and I saw your man kissing another chick, took a picture, sent it to you, but now I'm the bad guy.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Like, you need to mind your business.
That's his best friend.
Stayed with. And then she stayed with him. You know what I'm saying?
And now y'all not friends no more because you was doing
now we
the
not
good
friends
thing.
no more.
You know, people can't handle the truth.
That, you know, as someone who's talked to themselves majority of my life, like,
you be answering.
Yeah, like what you say, like I really, and like once I started smoking weed, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I have some of the best conversations with myself. People don't be doing that. Like, people just like be lying to themselves.
Yes.
People do lie to themselves.
People lie to themselves.
Constantly.
Because, bro,
constantly.
You got excuses. You got reasons. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my favorite sayings.
You got excuses.
That's
you
one
got
of my
reasons. And I use that shit on myself all the time. Like, I'll sit there and if I didn't finish something that was on my to-do list the day before, the next morning I'm like, yep, gave myself an excuse. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got excuses. You got excuses of why you ain't get it done, or you got reasons why you make sure you get it done.
And on top of it, people don't like failing. People don't like being held accountable. People don't like, you know, oh shit, I could lie to myself. Why? Because if I lie to myself, it's who gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you're always telling yourself it's fine, when like, no, Buki, it's not fine.
Right, because
like,
you're
shit has hit the fan.
You're comfortable sitting in those lies. Whereas, like you've said, no growth comes from comfort.
Right.
So the only way you're gonna grow is by being uncomfortable, and by being uncomfortable, that means change. That means telling yourself some hard truths.
But
and a
that's
lot of
the
people
true difference between like a compulsive liar and a pathological liar.
Like, lying to yourself is diabolical.
No, I don't think people going out and being like,
first of all,
I'm a great driver, knowing damn well they got 10 tickets and 10 accidents. Like,
right, your whole
I'm not
bumper
saying,
off.
Yeah, I'm not saying lying like that.
No. I guess how I'm internalizing it, I'm just like, what's something that? Give me an example of what someone lies to themselves about on a daily basis.
So I feel like this, right? So like, okay, we go to the gym, right? So it's like, okay, I have a goal that I'm trying to lose. Let's say 15 pounds,
right,
by my birthday, right? Oh, my goal, I want to lose 15 pounds by my birthday. Well, let's say I lost 2 pounds, right? And then I'm like, oh, well, it's okay for me to go have this cheesesteak No, it's not okay for you to go have that cheesesteak.
You know what?
It's a small lie, but those small things
they add up.
They add up. They build up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing good, but I only went to the gym twice this week, knowing damn well I didn't do good.
Right, or
I don't got to get up today to go to the gym.
Right, exactly. Like, oh,
okay,
I'm good. I don't got to go today. Or
I was
I'm
thinking
just
something more
tired.
fundamental.
Like what?
I felt like that was very fundamental.
Nah, like
simple discipline.
She was like, you talking about health, wealth, mindset,
Like what?
determination, structure, routine.
There are probably
Yo.
people out here that be like, I'm good at my job. I'm a good
Okay.
this. I'm a good like to your point about
Yeah.
like I really think I'm a good teacher. And I could really go sit in
Are
your
you a
classroom and
teacher?
tell you. No. I
I
work
was gonna
in
say,
the
like,
school.
what about when
say, you
people
get
say, like,
schoolboy
I'm
Q
nice
vibes.
like that, I could go pro.
He gets schoolboy Q vibes, and like if you were my teacher, I'm not taking you serious.
I don't know what that means.
Not schoolboy
What does
Q
that
vibe.
mean? What do you mean by that? By schoolboy Q vibes?
The rapper.
Yeah.
You know what schoolboy Q is, right?
Yeah, but like I'm never listening to his music.
What?
Gasp. Yeah.
Well, that is part of your identity. You know?
It can't be because I don't know the nigga.
Schoolboy Q, come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Come tell Spencer more.
You've
don't
never
equate.
heard collard greens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't know. Like if you
Or like
if you
studio?
if you were to say something about J. Cole, I kind of know him. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of
Who do you
understand
listen to?
a little bit.
Linkin
of everything.
Park.
Podcast.
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park back in the day.
I like
Blink
Lost my
182.
virginity to Linkin Park. In
Whoa.
the background.
You're
Now,
lying.
that is part of your identity.
Yo, we gonna have to hear that. That's gonna be a how'd I get here under
I'm
dark.
like, that's the only
that's-
thing you remember is
He
the.
mentioned Linkin Park. I was like, yeah, back.
That
Core
part is
memory
like-
I was like, that is
For sure.
that's a core locked in memory right there, folks.
So, honey, you on the song
Core
"Mommy,
memory right
Mommy
there.
Loves You"?
Yes.
You know, and throughout the album, we talk about getting pregnant at a young
gross.
age.
Yep.
Over the last 3 years, I probably know at least 3 14-year-olds that have gotten pregnant.
14.
Oh,
Right, it's like young. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
what would be your advice? What would be your story? What would be your thing to say to young parents and young mothers?
So the way I do Mommy Loves You is very much so of what my mind frame was at the time, which it was like, boom, I find that I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like I'm 18, I'm in college, whatever. Call baby father. He's like, oh, it's not my kid. I'm like, you're the only person I was with. This is absolutely your kid. Like, what the fuck?
like the math is math.
He's
Right.
lying to himself. Mm-mm.
See,
Yeah.
there you go, lying to yourself.
Not speaking truth. No, but in a song I said, he says, I ain't calling you a hoe, but it ain't mine and that's it. Like he really, and when we had that conversation, he legit was like, I ain't seen you in this long, and I'm like, no, do the math.
Right, like come
You know
on
what I'm saying?
now.
Like whatever.
Talk about fundamentals.
Right. So
Masters.
whatever. He, in his mind, his truth was that there was no way in hell that this was his baby. So whatever. He left. Boom. And so now I'm like, yo, I gotta do this shit myself. Whatever. I went through so much in that time period that the stress of it all is what made me lose the baby, which I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. Even when there's certain shit that's so fucked up that we're
Yeah.
just like, yo, I don't know what the higher calling or reasoning is for this.
Right.
Like hindsight is 2020. Like, when I look now, going into the military, I would have not been able to go to the Air Force if I was a single mother. Because like the way that the military does that shit with like custody and XYZ, if I was a single mother, I wouldn't have been able to go to the Air Force. If I never left to the Air Force, I wouldn't have met my husband, and I wouldn't have my 4 beautiful children that I have right now. So unfortunately, I did lose that child, which, but in that time, it was like I had so much back and forth going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I talk about in the song. Like the way I wrote that song was literally like everything I felt
Yeah.
when I went through that period of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then down to having the miscarriage. You know what I'm saying? Where I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like I didn't didn't want this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the way I say is like, and it's crazy because one of my close friends is a grandmother right now, in her 30s. She's a grandmother right now because she was a teen mother herself. Her oldest son became a father unknowingly, to a younger girl, whatever. Shorty lied about her age. Like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Whole thing, whatever. But she's a young mother, and she does not know how to be a mother right now. Like, she's more concerned with partying and going out. And mind you, she's still young as fuck. Like, Shorty's only like 16 or 17 right now. And she's more concerned with going out than anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, the way I look at it is like, yo, if you feel like you are responsible enough to have sex and take those actions, you need to be responsible enough. Because at the end of the day, we all know, yo, use a fucking condom. You know what I'm saying? Like, use protection.
Condom can't get all the... Oh, sorry.
I mean, they do say it's 99.99% effective.
I'm just saying,
but like you said,
take the necessary precautions.
And be responsible. Like,
listen,
if you want to be grown, you need to accept them grown responsibilities.
If you 14 and you decide you want to be outside, go get some birth control.
Is there an age for it?
No,
I genuinely don't know.
No, there's no age when you get birth control.
Okay. But if you are younger, your parent got to go with you, right?
Yeah, you have to have consent.
Can you go to Planned Parenthood?
I think there's still an age restriction. I think it's like you still have to be, I think, maybe like 16.
Either way, if you're a dude or if you're a female,
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I'm like,
because even as the dude, get a fucking condom.
Right.
Like,
yo, Trojan should make a how to get here condom.
Be responsible.
Especially if this is just some chick that you just busting down one time or whatever. Why would you?
Yeah.
Go to Price Chopper.
You don't know nothing about this, bro.
No, facts. Go to Price Chopper. Go to the glass case.
Be safe and be smart.
Get the 36 pack.
Because there's 13, 14-year-old prostitutes. So.
Damn. What?
Do you not know that? Schoolboy Q?
I don't know who that is, so no. Wait, there's 14-year-old prostitutes? That grown men?
Schoolboy, that's going to sit with me.
That grown men
crazy.
Purchase?
Yes.
That's disgusting.
I'm pretty sure...
Hello, we got a whole president who was fucking underage bitches.
Oh, can we talk?
I mean, we knew that, but they were prostitutes? Well, I guess what's kind of...
What do you call a 14-year-old getting flown to a...
I was like, prostitution is just the sale of sex.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of like they walking
like
down
they
the
on
street.
the corner.
Yeah, it's not all on Lafayette. You know?
Yeah, I was like... It don't gotta always be in that form, but
so you just brought up the president, right? And you brought up your military background. One of my favorite songs is an old song, "Say My Name."
Okay.
That you came out with.
Yeah.
Song is hard.
That was during the whole Black Lives.
Yep.
I mean, it's still a Black Lives Matter movement, but that's when.
Yep.
George Floyd had got killed.
Yeah.
Everything was going heavy.
Fire ass song. If y'all haven't listened to it, go back through the archives. It's still on Apple and everything, but. With your military background, you as a parent, and then how everything is in today's society, like what's your thoughts, your feelings? By the way, I think they just voted to release the Epstein files too.
Yeah,
on topic of everything.
The emails have come out so far,
which had a lot to do with Trump's ass, which we all knew about already.
Yeah,
that's why he hit the ground running.
Yeah, I was like, that's why he getting scary, but all truth come out.
What was the question?
Just now, what's your, because you know the Say My Name track was just like, it was a dope track. You were very vocal, speaking about the things going on. So what's like your point of view, feelings, thoughts, emotions with today's society and how things are?
So
I have two questions.
I'm not gonna lie, like going back to the first time that like Trump got elected, I voted for Hillary. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way I wanted to fucking see Trump in office. You know what I mean? So I voted for Hillary. Even this time around, I went and voted for Kamala. Not gonna lie, I don't think Kamala was gonna be a great, because I feel like Kamala became vice president. She went somewhere to go get her hair done, and she was sitting in the chair under the dryer for mad long. Like because can't nobody tell me really what Kamala did as a vice president. As much as we wanted to see that,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But can't nobody really tell us what she really did as a VP. She became VP and then she was like
chilling
somewhere, like getting her hair done. You know what I'm saying? She was at Ooh La La,
Not Ooh La La.
chilling. You know what I'm saying?
She's planting ivies.
Just
So
doing her big one.
She likes
you know,
ivy.
like even this presidential election, I voted for her. Still.
you went for the lesser of two evils for lack of better
word.
terms.
At the end of the day, we don't really know what the lesser of two evils is. I feel like with Trump, and at the end of the day, what's wild is that because of how fucked up this country is, Trump actually might be the lesser of two evils.
Damn.
But he's so fucking upfront about it. That's why I'm saying he might be. I'm not saying he is.
You saying the other party could be passive aggressive with it, and he's
I'm
just
not
upfront
even
with
saying
it.
passive aggressive. I'm saying like the hiding shit. Like, there's a lot of you got powerful families in the country. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are powerful motherfuckers that they do wild, weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how true this is. I've heard that the Clintons are a part of that.
I mean,
Very powerful.
He was on the-
I was like, Bubba getting exposed in the Epstein emails. So, Bubba, come to the front. We got questions for you.
I don't fuck with Trump at all. To me, you're a motherfucking racist, and you're never like, okay, you're deporting all these immigrants. Are you deporting the white immigrants? Are you deporting the Polish immigrants? Are
Why
you
would he?
deporting the Russian immigrants? Are
Could
you
never.
deporting? You know what I'm saying? No, you're only going for fucking Spanish people.
And the black people in Chicago.
Africans. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you're not going for fucking white immigrants, like people who match your skin color.
Right.
or
You're
whatever
not-
the fuck
you're
you
not
choose to
really-
be,
I was
with your
like, he didn't
orange
even
white
deport
ass.
his wife.
You're not even properly
Yo,
exercising
people got-
use of power.
Hold up. People got all this problem with Bad Bunny doing the fucking Super Bowl.
Ooh, I'm about to.
Hey.
I don't know none of Bad Bunny's music like that.
What?
I don't. I'm Puerto Rican and I don't listen to it.
We're
don't.
even. I mean, I don't listen to him either. So
Honestly, that's just.
Hold on.
I don't care though. I don't give a fuck who's performing.
I want to understand, like, what?
He pulled up school like
You was looking real deep on the internet for that. Nah.
I've been scrolling for like 30 seconds while she talk. I'm like,
Wait, what picture did you show her?
Nah, that's diabolical.
Hey, yo.
That's diabolical.
I mean, maybe if you had a bucket hat on,
this nigga's 5'7". But whatever.
you're like, could never be me.
Just put the bucket hat on and you gonna see it.
My head too big.
You don't see it with the bucket hat?
I think the what's the word, demeanor,
The
like the
aesthetic
Okay.
that he brings or gives
the
off.
Do you not
vibe.
see it?
I'm gonna listen to him later.
Maybe if he had a bucket hat on.
That's what I'm saying.
maybe. But that's only with the bucket hat, though.
Right now, I see a bucket hat on him.
Okay.
It's the locks.
Shit, what's in that cup?
It could be the
It's the
shade.
spicy
That's that
mark.
spicy fucking tequila.
She about to go back and watch this. Like, the nigga didn't have a bucket hat on.
No.
That is too
He's right
funny.
next to me. I know he doesn't have a bucket hat.
Yeah.
He's got a bucket hat on.
That's hilarious. But
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah,
Well,
no.
yeah, Trump followers are shit. It is what it is.
And that's a mic drop right there.
Right.
That's it.
I
But
don't know how
my
much more detail you got to get into it. But.
nah, not even. You said enough, Queen. My follow-up question to that, I was curious too, just to see like because I have been seeing just a lot more stories about people who have served this country and them expressing about how right now it's not a safe space for people of color in any of the armed forces, and especially for women of color, it's especially not safe for them at this time with everything that's been going on. So I'm curious to see like your experience then to like how things are now. Do you feel like you got out at the right time when you did?
So luckily for me, my whole service was under Obama.
Oh, nice.
Shoot.
I served my whole time under Obama.
Dad, come back. We miss you.
Thankfully, like when I served, it was like he was already president, and then he was going into every election.
Okay.
And it was funny because my second base, I was in Turkey.
Okay.
That's where I met my husband. Our dorms were right next to each other. So when they announced that Obama won the second election, as I'm walking to work, I'm walking by my husband's dorm, and we're not married yet or nothing like that, but I'm walking by his dorm, and he is blasting because he had the first dorm room. He is blasting Young Jeezy.
My president is black. My Lambo's blue.
Blasting,
that's hilarious.
6 something in the morning.
Yeah. Now that's a core memory right there.
Yo, door wide open.
Yeah.
His system is all the way up. Like, fuck everybody if you don't feel me, because my president is black.
Right. He's like, and I got nothing else to say to you.
Yeah. And so luckily for me, my whole enlistment was under Obama. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, like I don't know what the military situation is right now. Like I really don't. Most of the people that I served with are retired or got out like I did. You know what I'm saying? Like early. I probably have a couple people that are still in, but they're like close to retirement. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of thugging it out. Yeah. So I haven't really heard nothing bad about the situation. When you look at what the numbers are, like the people who have served in, it's a 1% for the population that actually serves in the military is 1%. And I'm like, it's crazy because I feel like if everybody just even signed up for 4 years, right? You do 1 4 year.
Like everybody?
Everybody.
Ooh. You
do 1 4 year enlistment. First of all, you might realize like, oh shit, this is really what I should be doing. And you might stay in. Other people, it's like, bet, I did my 4 years. I got my job training and whatever, and I'm out.
I think China does that.
But this, like, the benefits that I have gotten since I've been out as a veteran have been, like I got my college paid for. Like, if you get hurt, you get your disability, and that's for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of stuff that you get as a veteran, or even the opportunities that you get being in active duty that, like, yo, I tell you like this. I did my 4 years in the Air Force, right? And got out. When I got out, a few months after I moved back to Connecticut, I got a job that I hated. But I did it for 4.5 years. So it's like, okay, I could do this job for 4.5 years that I hated. So why couldn't I have just done the 4 years and married me another 4 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, we deal with a lot of shit that we don't like to deal with because it's like, oh, well, I need the money right now, so I'm going to just do this or whatever the case is. But it's like, yo, people go into the military and they just think like, oh, it's XYZ. It's really not as bad as you think it is. Like, when you're going through boot camp, boot camp is shit because they're trying to mentally break you. But once you get through boot camp and you just go to school, you learn your job, and then you go do your job life. And your everyday life, it's really not that bad. The only thing that sucks with the military is that, like, there's different between a regular lifestyle and military lifestyle. Is like, if I'm working a regular job, right, and I go home and I get into an argument with my husband, and let's say we get loud, and the neighbor calls the cops, right, because we loud. That just happens there at home, and that's it. Now, if I'm in the military and I get into a loud argument with my husband and the neighbor called the cops, now when I go to work the next day, I gotta go report to my commander because
he was loud. Mind
you, even though my argument with my husband has nothing to do with the way I work, it has nothing to do, but with the military, it's literally a 360 thing with your whole life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Military got you in a 360 deal. It's crazy.
They got you in a whole 360. Yo, I had one of my homeboys that, so my first duty location was Japan. Now in Japan, depending on which part you're in, the clubs don't close till 7 o'clock in the morning.
That's like New York time shit.
When I tell you, like, I used to, like, get out of work on Friday night and I would go to sleep and wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to the club. Like,
you could actually go to the club.
Yeah. And then, like, walk outside in this daylight. Like, that was, like, literally the type of shit we used to do. But, so I had a homeboy that, you know, drinking, whatever. Motherfucker goes and decides to jump a bush. He jumped the wrong bush, and there was security forces there, which is our military police. And next thing you know, he gets in trouble for the shit, whatever, because they said he was too drunk, like drunk in public, whatever the case is. Next thing you know, just from him jumping over a bush while he's drunk, trying to be funny, now he got to go to alcohol classes and he got to do all this shit. Jeez. That in a regular real
military,
world,
not for me.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, in the military, you really just got to be up on your P's and Q's. But, you know,
there's more. The pros certainly outweigh the cons.
The pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, hopping into 15 seconds of fame and all that, we've been asking folks that come on the show. The name is the How'd I Get Here podcast. Throughout your journey, whether it's military, you know, your rap career, whatever it may be, have you ever had a How'd I Get Here moment? Whether it be good, whether it be bad, but you in a situation it's like, yo, how'd I get here? Situation that just pops up to your mind and let us know that story.
So I've had many situations. Even today, with my toddler fucking my house up. I'm like, how did I get here?
Yeah. Damn. That's nice, quick, short to this point. I feel that.
Nah, I'll put it like this. I've been in multiple situations where the situation seems copacetic, everything cool, and then it gets to a certain point, and this is me as an artist, where it gets to a certain point where I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? Da-da-da. I realized how I got there was because I was giving everybody else control of my situation. So where I was so just like, oh yeah, go ahead, just tell me where I gotta stroll, tell me what I gotta do, whatever, because I have so much going on the other side that I'm like, yo, I don't have time to be doing XYZ. You're supposed to be doing that for me or whatever. And I gave too many outside people control of my situation to the point that when it all came crashing down, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But oh no, it came crashing down because you didn't step up and you didn't do what you needed to do for yourself. You was giving everybody else around you your power instead of taking your power for yourself. So that's my how did I get here. I've been through it multiple times where you thought I would have learned my lesson, but I didn't.
Hey, universe gonna keep
now I
putting
have
you through.
them.
Yeah.
Hunni Ellis has learned her lesson.
There you go. There you go.
Love a wraparound.
Universe gonna keep putting you through the same shit till you learn your lesson.
Absolutely.
So, with all that being said, let's hop with our 15 seconds of fame. We'll start with Ash, work our way down. Like we told you, talk your shit, plug your shit. If it's good, like Spencer says, you get more than 15 seconds. If not, we might cut your shit short. No, I'm Go ahead,
like,
Ash.
well, damn. I hope my shit never got cut short. But my 15 seconds of fame is thank you, Miss Hunni Ellis, for blessing us with your presence and your bars. Definitely check out her new album that just dropped, y'all. The beats go crazy.
They do.
They really do.
They do.
So just go check it out. And as we're wrapping up, the holiday season is around. I know that always gets a little shaky for people, but even if you don't have solidified plans for the holidays, just surround yourself with good people and good vibes, because it's always hard on people. So don't do it alone. People want to see you.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, to echo Ash, Hunni Ellis, thank you for coming. Hopefully, I can't wait till you come back on, see if you got the same name or if we've progressed to somewhere else.
We are staying with Hunni Ellis.
All right.
I've done too many names.
She said, we here.
She said, I'm all done. I'm not going nowhere.
Word. So my 15 seconds of fame, y'all need to start talking to yourselves. I just learned something crazy that y'all really be bold-faced lying to yourself. If you go lie to anybody, lie to somebody else.
Love the truth.
I mean, like, love yourself.
Lie to your mom.
Damn.
Coming
from a mom before.
Tell mommy the truth.
I was like,
I ain't playing with my kids. Don't.
I was like, if you lie to your mom, a mom always knows
right
when
like,
you're lying. So
just be true. You know, the honesty is way more fun in my opinion. And yeah, you know, we are definitely getting into cold season. It's getting freezing, and it's coming from me. Like I like the cold. It's getting brick.
Honestly, it's just the wind.
No,
like the wind has been on some other type shit these last few weeks. I'll be like, damn.
It was 55 degrees when I left work today. It's 35 degrees right now.
I mean, when I woke up this morning, it was around that same time. I woke up at 5:30. So
nasty work.
But
it's gonna start where it ends.
Wherever you at, you know, keep going, keep fighting. Persistence is oh shit. I lost my persistence is a motherfucker.
Damn. Catch it.
Yeah, I don't got it. I'm tired, yo. Damn. My voice hurt. That's all you, honey.
No Diddy.
Whoa.
Wow.
Somebody complained about their voice hurt? All right, we gonna skip that. Hunni Ellis. You can find me on all platforms. HUNNIELLIS. New album, Love and Truth, is out. We got the old stuff out too. Dark Past, Bright Future, Rare Form 2, Ghost Season. It's a lot of stuff that's out. But definitely like stay tuned. I'm locked in. Mother of 4, a wife, all of that, and I'm still working to make my dream come true. So, you know, if I could do it, anybody can. Period. So stay up.
Period.
Word.
And shout out to my husband, because without him I can't do none of what I do right now.
Word.
We love that.
Yeah. Well shit. Thank y'all for being here per usual. Trying to make my dreams come true. Hunni Ellis, thank you for pulling up, and it's dope because we ran into each other again at the gym.
Yeah.
And you probably asked me like a month or two ago, like, yo, you still doing the podcast? Boom, boom. And then as soon as the album dropped, yo, I just dropped the album. Let's make this work.
Let's go. Love and Truth is out everywhere.
Yeah. So y'all go listen to Love and Truth. Go listen to the O's. Go listen to Hunni Ellis, because she got bars and she got personality. And she get on the train now. You know what I mean? Because even now is late, but get on the train now.
There's still time.
I appreciate you.
My 15 seconds of fame is don't wait till somebody's gone or a situation changed to be a nice person or to be a good fucking person. Too often folks out here stuck in their ways, they want to be assholes, and then something happens and they get all emotional, and then, oh, I wish, or I should have, or yo, just be a good fucking person. Don't wait till shit hit the fan for you to try and change up. And with that being said, it's the best fucking podcast in CT. We're here to take over. Go listen to Love and Truth, and that's a motherfucking rap. Yeah.